And welcome to this week's Illinois Wesleyan Titan Coaches Show. I'm Eric Stock, joined by Kyle Schauls, the head men's soccer coach at Illinois Wesleyan. Coach, good to have you here.
Good to be back, Eric. Thanks.
Let's take a look at the past week. First at Monmouth, a 5-1 victory and a hat trick in that game for one of your midfielders from Normal Community in Mason Meyer in that victory.
Yeah, Mason did well. He took a penalty early on to get on the board. And then he's a returning all-conference player for us, so he was bound to break out at some point, and I think he actually started working harder once he got his second goal to try and get that third one. So he said it had been a while, I think since youth soccer maybe, so he was pretty excited about that, and the guys were excited for him too.
Well, hat tricks are rare, I guess, and there's something about that once you get that second goal, that probably does get the adrenaline flowing, I would imagine.
Yeah, definitely. And Mason and I had talked at the end of the school year last year, and he had made it a goal of his for this year to get on the board a lot more for us.
Okay, well, hopefully one or two more hat tricks are up his sleeve here as the season goes on. You wouldn't mind.
Yeah, we'll see. We'd be all right with that.
Continuing on the road at WashU on Saturday, an early lead in that match, but WashU ended up with a 2-1 win.
Yeah, WashU's a very good opponent. I believe they're ranked in the top 20 now this week in the national polls. So very strong team. I felt like we actually played one of our best matches that we've had so far against them. We were well prepared. Found one early, and then actually probably had 2 or 3 better chances after that we just weren't able to finish. And then they responded. They made some good adjustments in the second half, and were able to take the lead back. But we were only the second team to actually score on them this season. So it just shows how tough they are to break down.
That is remarkable. Now you come back home for your next 3 before conference play begins. If you can give us a report on the Fontbonne, who you play Wednesday night in Greenville, and Webster after that.
Yeah, Fontbonne's a strong team. They're having a good season so far. They've got a lot of returning guys, sort of an older, mature group that's really organized defensively. And then they've got some guys up top that can score some goals. Greenville has a lot of young players, but they're talented, and they'll be tough to contain, really. And then Webster has sort of a mix. They've got some young talent and then some experience coming back as well. So the next 3 will really be a good test building into conference play, also giving us that midweek match, weekend match, and then midweek match following up, which is how our conference schedule is set up as well. So everything, both with the level of competition and then the way the schedule is set up, it's built for us to get ready for the CCIW.
So you do finally get into that rhythm. And what are you looking to see in the last 3 non-conference games in preparation for the league?
I feel like we're starting to move the ball well offensively, and we're creating good scoring chances. So sort of fine-tuning the details on that, but really we need to hunker down and defend a lot better, especially on our set pieces. We haven't had a clean sheet yet this year. So.
And I asked Coach Barrett about this, and I'll ask you, with the heat that we've had in the past week, and it's going to be hot this weekend as well, certainly above normal for this time of year, does that force you to make any adjustments, or do you just expect that your players who play soccer in the summertime too to make the necessary adjustments there?
We make sure that we have enough electrolytes and fluids nearby and on the sideline to help the guys through. So nutritionally, we make adjustments in that respect. But as far as the way we sub, we already go deep in our bench. So I feel confident that our guys are going to be able to do just what we normally do.
And that would be perhaps an advantage for you over another team that may not be as acclimated to that.
Hopefully.
You can always look for any edge that you can.
Yeah.
So, Coach Schauls, we appreciate the time. Best of luck this week.
Awesome. Thank you, Eric.